Welcome to the Book Hackers Podcast. I'm Cindy Minear.
I'm Tammie Chrin, and we are the co-founders of the Book Hackers Club. If you're listening to this, you probably are a self-publisher who is ready to grow your business, and that's exactly why we're here. What is a book hacker, you ask? A book hacker is a self-publisher who is growing their business by creating books that provide value for their target audience while building a sustainable business.
We'll cover marketing, branding, sales, and everything in between. If you're ready to fast-track the growth of your self-publishing business, you've come to the right place. Our goal is simple: to help you think and act like an entrepreneur. Every Thursday, we'll share tips and resources designed to help you master all aspects of your self-publishing business while having fun along the way.
Ready? Let's start.
Welcome to the Book Hackers Show. What is a book hacker? A book hacker is a self-publisher who is growing their business by creating books that provide value for their target audience while building a sustainable business. I'm Tammie Chrin.
And I'm Cindy Minear, your host of the Book Hacker Show. And today we're going to talk about the top social media platforms to promote and sell your books. Let's get started.
Social media is one of the most popular methods expanding your book's social network. Basically, in simple terms, social media is a platform where you can connect to other people and share information by creating a brand that helps establish authority in your niche. Has this been your experience, Cindy?
Yes, it has, Tammie. Today, it is impossible to grow a business unless you are on social media. You got to do it.
Yeah.
Love it or hate it, got to do it.
So if you're a self-publisher, social media is going to be your friend. It's a bit of a love-hate for most self-publishers. I agree with that myself, but I do it anyway. So who else is with me on the love-hate social media? Lesser of two evils, am I right, Cindy?
Totally. Sometimes I feel like social media is a necessary evil, but if you want to grow your business, you have no choice. You really have to use it.
Yeah.
You just got to.
Yeah. And it's not all about promoting your book. Social media platforms are the perfect way to connect with your audience and build the community around your niche. So it's a great way to build your audience around that niche, and just think of that as not just selling your book, but building that around your niche. Don't you agree, Cindy?
Yes, I completely agree. It's a great way to grow your audience. But what's the best way to get started with social media? Though there's an abundance of social media platforms, effectively using the proper ones in the right way to promote your books, that's the question. That's what everybody wants to know.
Mm-hmm.
So the best way to get started with social media is to choose the platforms that are most relevant to your audience. So go out there and look at all the different ones and see which one is the favorite of your target audience. Yeah, I know this can be a little bit overwhelming at first, but it's actually pretty easy once you know what you're looking for.
Right.
You want to start off by looking at the demographics of your readership and narrow it down to 2 or 3 platforms where they spend the most time online. You're going to get completely overwhelmed if you try to post on every single social media platform, and you're going to not want to do it and you're going to stop doing it. So focus in on a few. For example, if your fans are mostly on Instagram, using Facebook is not going to be an effective way to promote your books. But if they're more active on LinkedIn, that might be a better choice for connecting with them online. So which platforms have you found the most success with, Tammie?
The one I found the most success was Facebook at the time, but that has sort of shifted and changed for me. I think Facebook is still very viable, but I've expanded into more of Instagram and TikTok and starting to really go towards LinkedIn. I know we've talked a little bit about that, Cindy, about book hackers being on LinkedIn, which we are, and really going from there. I think LinkedIn has been a great way to show off your books and things like that, but also build that audience around. They've really come up with a way to be like Facebook, and they're showing your stuff. Facebook has sort of slowed that down, but I think they're going to start picking that back up. So Facebook was my first one. I now do Instagram and TikTok, and LinkedIn is something I'm building as we speak. Yeah. So here are a few of the top social media platforms used today. Social media is everywhere, but not all the platforms are going to work for every business. So you're going to look at that a little bit too. And I'm going to give you the top 10 of those. Find out which of these top 10 social media platforms will work best for your audience. So just what I'm telling you are the top 10 doesn't mean it's going to be your niche, but I'll just give you an idea of the top 10 platforms of 2022. And number one is still Facebook. Facebook is their monthly average users is 2.9 billion with a B. And that's a lot of that's a lot of eyeballs on your stuff or in your groups. Number two is
people.
If they show it to people, that's their downfall. I think Cindy and I have talked about this many times. Facebook has really suppressed a lot of the showing in the groups, especially. Hopefully they're changing that, but I hope it didn't just jump the shark. But they still have 2.9 billion average users. So still highly up there. But like you said, if they don't show your stuff, it doesn't really matter how many users. So YouTube is number 2 at 2.2 billion. Number 3 is WhatsApp, 2 billion people, monthly users. Instagram is 2 billion as well. TikTok is 1 billion. That's number 5. Number 6 is Snapchat with 538 billion users. And number 7 is Pinterest, 444 million. Reddit is number 8, 430 million. Number 9 is LinkedIn with 250 million. And number 10 is Twitter at 217 million users a month. So that gives you an idea of what type of users are looking at these platforms. And then you can make your decision which is the best one for you and your audience. I have a fun fact. You like fun facts, right, Cindy?
I love fun facts.
Digital 2022 April Global Stat Shot Report found that there are 4.65 billion social media users on the planet. That's 58.7% of the global population, many of whom are using social media as a primary source of information.
Wow, that's a lot. That really brings it home that you must be on social media if you want to reach your target audience. If you're not building a social media presence, you need to start doing so right now. Don't you agree, Tammie?
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Cindy. It's time to get out there, start sharing what your passion is about and building your audience on social media. It's still one of the best places to find your people. I have a question for the listeners. Are you ready? Ready. What social media platform do you like to hang out on and why? So I'd like you to drop that in the comments. So what social media platforms are you hanging out in and why? And then it might give you an idea of just what platforms you like to use. And those are the people you want to be around. Cindy, now that we have an idea of the number of monthly average users from the top 10 platforms, what should the listeners do next?
Once you know what platforms have the largest audiences for your niches, then you want to start thinking about how you can use each platform creatively in order to promote yourself and your books. Social media is a great starting point for marketing your book, but it's not the end of the line. What if I told you there are 5 alternative things you can do that will help you sell your books on social media? Would you like that? So here are our top 5 tips for using social media to promote and sell your book. Tip number 1, social connection. The best thing you can do for your book on social media is to focus on connection. It's not about selling. If you're selling all the time on your social media, people are going to turn away. They're not going to follow you. They're going to unfollow you. So don't do that. It's about connecting and building a community with your followers. Sales will come later if you focus on connecting first. We actually met on social media, right, Tammie?
Yes, we did. The old Clubhouse during the pandemic. It was new. It was exciting. We jumped on Clubhouse and I met Cindy, and I'm so glad I did jump on that new platform because I started talking with like-minded people like Cindy. And here we are today collaborating together on the Book Hacker Show and the club. So it was a great way to meet like-minded people. And I never in a million years thought I was going to jump on Clubhouse and meet such awesome people like yourself, Cindy.
That's right. It was a lot of fun, huh?
It was a lot of fun. So tip number 2 is email marketing. Social media is a great way to engage with your audience, but it's not the best place to try to make the sales. Email marketing is still the best way to make sales online. And according to research, the average conversion rate for your email is 6.05%. That compares with 1.9% for social media. So you can use social media to grow your list. For example, if you invest in ads advertising your lead magnet rather than your books for sales, you can also share your lead magnet in your post or in your social media groups. So use social media to engage with your fans and grow your audience. Then you can entice those people to go over to your email list. And once they're on your email list, then you can think about making book sales.
Yeah, that's right. That's a great technique. You get them on your email list, you build a relationship with them, they start to know and like you and trust you, and then you send out emails trying to get them to buy your book. And then they're going to be more likely to.
They're more likely going to do that because you've built up a relationship and it's not just a random person asking to buy their book.
That's right. So moving on to tip number 3, it's creating shareable content for social media. So video clips can be a great way to connect with your audience. In fact, lately, if you want to get anything seen on Instagram or Facebook, it's got to be a video.
Right.
And it's a great way to showcase behind the scenes footage or to give sneak peek videos of what you're working on. And people love that. They eat that up. Mm-hmm. You can also use them as a way to promote your book and do a unboxing video. Those are great ways to promote your book.
You've done those. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's going to help start conversations around your book and get more people interested in and get more people to know about your book and then more likely to buy your book. You can also share images and snippets or samples from your book. People love to see what's inside your book before they buy it. So that's another great technique. Mm-hmm. I like to use Canva for a lot of my social media posts. What's your main go-to for creating social media posts, Tammie? I
would say I do use Canva quite often, and along with an app called CapCut. And I know you use that as well, Cindy, is CapCut. Yeah, it's an app that you use on your phone. It's great for editing videos. And then the graphics I make in Canva, I can pop those in right into this CapCut app with the videos. So you can add graphics that you've created and you can grab photos from your phone or quotes and pop them right over your videos. I'm sure people have seen that, where you'll have a little photo of what you're talking about, and it really adds more to a video. It's not just you talking, but it's an actual example. Maybe it's your book, maybe it's something else. And then the other thing about CapCut I like is you can slow and speed parts up. So if you're talking about the unboxing of your book, you could speed that up so you don't have to sit there and watch someone unwrap things, but you could use this app, CapCut, to slow or speed things up. And it's really easy to use. I found it easy to use. It's free to use on your iPhone or your Android phone. And I can drop the link in the show notes. I know you've liked it as well, Cindy.
I have liked it. It's fun to use. It's easy to use. And one of the other features that I've used that was kind of fun is you can type in a phrase and it'll do a voiceover for you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that one's a fun one. There's so many things that you can add to your videos and make them more interesting using this app, CapCut. I've probably touched a little bit of the things that they were able to offer, but yeah, check it out, CapCut. I'll drop the link in the notes. Yep. So tip number 4, this is a fun one, a contest on social media. So launch a selfie contest around your book to make it fun. And that's something I think I've seen before, and it is a lot of fun. So when you launch your book, ask your followers to take a selfie of them with your book and share it on social media accounts. And add a unique hashtag that you've created for your book and ask them to tag you as well. You'll be amazed to see how much response you'll get, and offer winners a signed copy of your book or a gift voucher. Now, this doesn't have to be anything really expensive. People just like the recognition mostly, but maybe a little gift if they got the most likes on there, whatever you try to decide how you want the contest set up.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Tammie. And even just reposting their pictures on your own social media is a great way to generate buzz too, because people love it when you feature them on your feed, and they're going to go tell their other people, they're going to go share it and tell their friends about it. And it's just going to help create buzz about your book, which is what you want.
Exactly. And people get excited to see, oh, what did they get? So it's that FOMO, fear of missing out kind of feeling, if that's something that people start seeing other people having their book and then getting on your social media. So it's a great way to cause that buzz through your feed, and just try it and see how it works.
Yeah, give it a try. Got nothing to lose. So now we're up to our last tip number 5. Show off your personality. You're not only on social media to promote your books, but you're also there to promote yourself. People who like your content and follow you, they're naturally going to want to know more about you. Plus, it's always a good idea to show off your interests because it's going to make you more relatable.
Mm-hmm.
And people like people that they can relate to. So that's going to help get you more followers.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to get creative and showcase some of the things that make you tick inside and outside of your writing related stuff. Also, don't be afraid to show when you messed up. It's going to make you more relatable, and it's going to help your audience learn from your mistakes too. Have you ever shared one of your mistakes with your followers, Tammie?
Funny that you say that. Yes, I have. I have a few months back, I did a recording of a video, and I had to do so many retakes and redos that I made a blooper reel and I added it to my social media. And a lot of people seem to enjoy it. I just did it for fun for myself because I don't know how many takes I did. And then I was laughing, then I was mad, then I was frustrated. All of the emotions were all in this reel. And people seem to enjoy seeing other people make mistakes. I guess they could relate to that as well. And so don't be afraid to show or share mistakes because it makes you a real person. And you have to remember that nobody is perfect. So don't be afraid to be yourself, show that you're not perfect. And matter of fact, like I said, nobody is perfect, right, Cindy?
That's right. That's right. I remember that reel, Tammie. It was very entertaining and it got a lot of good feedback.
It did. I was surprised. And like I said, I did it for fun because I wanted to show how much effort it took to create a video and also how many times you have to redo them, and everybody has to redo them. So go out there and be your fabulous self. So we are coming to the end right now, and we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule. I want to do a quick recap of what we've just discussed in this episode. While social media isn't always perfect, it still has some great benefits like building your audience, your fan base, collecting emails, along with brand awareness. So let's go over the top 5 tips in social media to promote and sell books. Tip number 1 was social connection. Tip number 2 was email marketing. Tip number 3 was creating a shareable content for your social media. Tip number 4 was run a contest on social media. And tip number 5, show off your personality. And that was all 5 tips. So we really want you to get out there and show off that personality. What's coming up next, Cindy?
Our next episode, we're going to be talking about how to write great descriptions that's going to help you stand out from the crowd and get more of your books sold. If you like what we're sharing here on the Book Hackers Show, join our Book Hackers Club, where we dive deeper into helping you build a strong and sustainable self-publishing business. Go to bookhackers.us, that's bookhackers.us, and then join us every Thursday if you're ready to turn your self-publishing into a sustainable business. We'd be very grateful if you would like, follow, and share, and subscribe to the Book Hackers Show. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Join Cindy and Tammie each week for tips to help grow your self-publishing business. Don't forget to like and follow us on social media, as well as share with others who could benefit from our advice. Our website is bookhackers.us.